Funding for the Iowa Girls High School Volleyball Championships is provided by...
The path to greatness starts early. The Iowa Farm Bureau believes in Iowa's youth and their pursuit of greatness. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Each student's effort is important, and when one rises, we all rise to a better Iowa.
Fairway, along with Nabisco, Wells Blue Bunny, and Frito-Lay, is a proud sponsor of the 2015 Iowa Girls High School Sports Championships. We congratulate all the schools and student athletes participating in this year's Girls High School State Volleyball Championships. Fairway, proud to care for the places we work and live.
By Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialist, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
Mid-American Energy, diversifying the ways we generate electricity by investing in wind generation capacity in Iowa. Information is available at midamericanenergy.com. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
It's time for state championship volleyball here from the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids. Iowa Public Television is proud to bring you the Class 4A state title game, as it's a rematch from last year as the Harlan Cyclones go for their third straight state title against the West Delaware Hawks. Good afternoon, everyone, with former University of Iowa head volleyball coach Sandy Stewart. This is BJ Shaven. And Sandy, what a very exciting matchup we have here yet again between these two.
It has, you know, two perennial powers in the 4A class, and it's going to be a great final today.
When you take a look at West Delaware, this team has been on a roll this season. Yes. Sandy, they are 111-8 this year and have been steamrolling the competition.
They have. You know, they've had some seasoned players on their team, as we see some of the highlights from some of the semifinal matches here that they took. They've got a very balanced attack with Carly Ketchum setting a variety of hitters throughout the front court, and Ketchum has been their leader the whole season, a very seasoned player, and she's going to, I think, lead them to a victory today.
Well, West Delaware is in search of their first ever state championship in volleyball. Meanwhile, for Harlan, I mean, this team has won 2 straight, but they lost 7 seniors and they're rebuilding.
You know, it's amazing after a two-peat that they came back with a whole new team, and that tradition has carried them here to the state. Really behind the power and the hitting of outside hitter, middle hitter Taylor Frederick. As you can see, she hits from every angle of the court. The offense really runs around her with the setter Jessica Duvall getting her the ball. But they'll need a good passing game today to get that ball to Frederick to be able to handle the diversity and the balance of West Delaware. But it looks like with Frederick leading the way, they've got a good chance to do a three-peat. And again, she loves that cross-court angle, very effective. And they're here again in the state finals.
Well, let's get you ready for the 4A state championship. Let's now turn it over to today's public address announcer.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the U.S. Cellular Center and the 2015 Iowa Girls High School State Volleyball Tournament and this Class 4A championship match between the Hawks from West Delaware and the Cyclones from Harlan. Now let's meet the teams. First, the non-starters for the visitors on the scoreboard, the West Delaware Hawks. Addison Brooks. Number 2, Jade Putz. Number 4, Anna Toll. Number 7, Caitlin Mangold. Number 8, Liz Kolak. Number 9, Caitlin Rath. Number 11, Leah Boys. Ashley Goebel. Number 12, Cassie Eilers. Number 14, Erin Goebel. The assistant coaches are Jenna Clement and Shay Putz. Now let's meet the starters. Number 1, Carly Ketchum. Number 3, Claire Demmer. Number 6, Bridget Hoffman. Number 10, Lauren Collier. Number 13, Kristen Wegman. Number 15, Haley Linus. The libero is number 5, Mariah Kleitch. And the head coach is Brett Mather. Now for the non-starters for the home team on the scoreboard, the Harlan Cyclones. Number 4, Maggie McGrath. Number 5, Allie Bruck. Number 6, Haley Linen. Number 7, Whitney Warner. Number 9, Kristen Ferry. Number 10, Julia Sorpenden. Number 11, Claire Klein. Number 14, Emma Ehrenholtz. The assistant coaches are Willie Boffman, Carrie Shaben, and Chad Swanson. And now for your starters. Number 1, Sydney Craig. Number 2, Brenda Hopkins. Number 8, Lexi Holloway. Number 12, Jessica Duvall. Number 13, Haley Arkfeld. Number 15, Taylor Frederick. The libero is number 3, Jordan Mosier. The head coach is Angie Spangenberg. Your officials for today's match. The R1 is John Mao. The R2 is Chuck Liston. The line judges are John Becker and Vince Workman. Let's play volleyball.
The tension is building for these two teams as Harlan goes for its 3rd straight state championship. West Delaware is trying to bring their first ever state title home. Here's the starting rotation for West Delaware. Ketchum, Demmer, Kleitch, Hoffman, Collier, Wegman, and Linus. And for the Harlan Cyclones, it'll be Craig, Hopkins, Moser, Holloway, Duvall, Arkfeld, and Taylor Frederick, who will be in the middle. The one thing about Harlan coming into this matchup, they've been in the state title games for basketball and volleyball quite a bit. In fact, for a couple of these players, this is going to be their 6th or 7th state championship game. Harlan, of course, has won 3 state titles in basketball. 3, they're going for their 3rd in volleyball. So we'll see what happens here this afternoon. Taylor Frederick, one of those players who's played in all of those state championship games.
Yeah, pretty amazing athlete, all-around athlete. It kind of speaks to the tradition of athletics in Harlan. And Taylor Frederick, as you mentioned, basketball all-star as well as volleyball, and she's going to go on and continue her collegiate career at the University of South Dakota in basketball. And for West Delaware, they've finished runner-up 5 times in their state tournament appearances. It's been a tough road. They've felt like they've been snake bit, but you know, the one thing that Coach Brett Mather told us was from day one that they started back in summer, they said this is their year. We'll see if destiny is on their side as we're about ready to go with Harlan, going to be the home team. And West Delaware listed as the visitor, but we'll keep you on track here at home. West Delaware wearing orange numbers with black uniforms, and Harlan, their black uniforms with white numbers trimmed in red. And there you see Coach Brett Mather of the West Delaware Hawks. He's going to be back there signing serve locations for the servers. So this one is underway. Harlan on the serve. West Delaware from the outside will attack, and they'll get one to fall down. That was Haley Linus. As we take a look at the keys to the game for West Delaware here first. Looks like they're going to be continuing a really aggressive serve in this match. They're one of the top serving teams in the state, and it's going to be key for them to continue to serve aggressive. Harlan setting it up for Frederick. Her first attempt, and it goes through. Taylor Frederick. Boy, set up well by Jessica Duvall. Let's take a look at the Harlan Cyclone keys to the game. And as far as the keys for Harlan, it's really going to be handling that tough serve, as I mentioned, from West Delaware, a very aggressive serve. And also getting that ball to Frederick. She's going to be the key. They've got to get the ball to her in offense, front row and back row. Look out! Bombs away from Bridget Hoffman. And West Delaware takes the advantage here at 2-1. So far, teams holding serve and very tight match early on.
Frederick again. West Delaware able to handle it.
It was good cover by the defense on the second tip over.
And Carly Ketchum was involved there, but Wegman gets the kill. She had 10 kills in the semis and 13 in the quarters. Just a very balanced front line for West Delaware.
Exactly. They've got good coverage there on defense on both tips on the second ball that Ceddar's trying to take it over.
And Wegman again.
Good start for the Hawks. Good defense coverage on that second ball over.
2 losses this year to Ankeny Centennial, who just won the Class 5A state title game. Congratulations to the Jags. As again, they bring home yet another title, in West Delaware jumping out to a quick start here. A nice 4-point run.
We see a replay here. It looked like the blockers knew who was getting the ball, and they were ready to block Taylor up there. Great block by the West Delaware Hawks.
Frederick, tough to stop as she rotated to her right. Was set up perfectly by Duvall.
Exactly, and they're going to have to do that with her because she does hit from every part of the court. So she'll have to move and get around that West Delaware block.
From the back row, that one blocked back by Frederick.
And again, she's going to really control that net. Even from a back row attack, she's there. Great timing on that block for Frederick.
So Duvall on the serve, who's already committed to play volleyball at Wisconsin Stout.
Another tough serve that they had trouble handling there. That's going to be a tricky for Delaware to get that ball to catch him.
Frederick, dug out nicely by Linus.
Going to Frederick again, she tries a tip.
That one's way out of play. Taylor Frederick causing havoc on the interior for Harlan.
Coming into the state tournament with 546 kills, she's one of the top hitters in the state, and you can see why, because she does a lot of different types of attacks. Not just hard, but she'll tip to the open spot.
3-point run here by the Cyclones. And this one's going to be over. West Delaware with the side out. Makes it 6-4 Hawks.
Got one of the juniors coming in, the outside hitter Kolak in for West Delaware.
And she'll serve. Frederick again, tough to handle.
Yep. Again, a strong right side attack from Taylor. So she's in the back row. We'll see if West Delaware can take advantage of her in the back row now. You see a nice back set by Duvall and beautiful cross-court shot for Frederick.
Well, Frederick was the key member returning for Harlan's volleyball team that had won 2 state titles. They had a lot of seniors, including Jess Shaben, who's now playing at Iowa State, Ellie Claver, who's playing volleyball at Grandview, and then you've got Taylor Wagner, who moved on to play basketball at Morningside, and Kenzie Swanson, who was the setter last year. And Harlan had to replace a lot of key members from that good volleyball team that they had in their run. And now back here at the state tournament again. 7-5 your score. That one tipped, so Harlan will get it.
Looks like there was a net violation, so that does go the other side. Now we've got Ketchum in the back row, so she'll have 3 hitters to go to. She had been up in the front row, so we'll see which direction that Carly Ketchum puts the ball on this receive.
Jordan Moser, the libero, will serve. The southpaw, a little strong.
Now that's unusual. She's got a pretty good serving efficiency, so maybe a little nerves early on. Here we see a jump topspin serve. You see a lot of girls at the state doing a jump spin or a jump serve. Well, we see we've got Frederick in the back row. Let's see if they go to her in the back row. It's a little bit of a back and forth here. Oh, little mishandle. They got to scramble.
And Frederick with the dig.
Long rally. Let's see which team can go. Let's see where she's going. She's going middle. That's it.
And Sandy, you pointed out Frederick was in the back row, but also Carly Ketchum, the leader for West Delaware, was playing in the back row too as well, which is maybe why we're seeing this extended volley here.
Right, a little bit of both, and then that quick attack is fantastic with Ketchum. She can really get that quick shoot set going.
And West Delaware back out in front by 4, matching their largest lead here.
Again, kind of what I talked about, the key to one of the games is this tough serving by West Delaware. They're one of the top serving teams, especially with the top spin jump serve. That is tough to handle.
And an ace.
Another ace.
And timeout going to be taken here by Harlan and their head coach, Angie Spangenberg. Take a look at the ace here by Wegman.
And she's got a great toss, great jump spin, a jump top spin serve, and when that gets over the net, that just dives. It's really hard to pick those up.
Let's take a listen inside of the Hawk bench.
Go ahead and just keep challenging your spots. Keep challenging your spots. If we do that, it's got to be just more up and over. Okay? All right, hey, same thing defensively. Keep those elbows in when we transition there. That's all you got to fix, okay? Keep turning and burning there. Remember, they're giving you line. Okay, you don't have to force line, but if it's there, that's what we take. Hey, keep playing every point, Hawks. Let's go. Here we go.
Great, some good tips there as far as the outside hitters and trying to get them to go line. Most teams do kind of block the cross-court angle, and it's a little bit more difficult for some players to kind of turn and hit that line, so they leave that open. We'll see if West Delaware can follow the coach's instructions and use that line shot.
The Hawks have been ranked #1 all season. In fact, after their semifinal win against Lewis Central, the ultimate compliment made by Lewis Central's head coach was the fact that they track and play efficiency all year, but said West Delaware is the best that he's seen at it. And they've played Harlan. They're in Harlan's conference. Yeah. And this one, kill shot put in by the Cyclones. Makes it 11-7.
And again, once they get into transition, there was a great outside set by Duvall. Can get the ball back on Harlan's side.
And Frederick unable to come up with it, and West Delaware back out in front, 11-7. Make it 12-7, I beg your pardon, their largest lead now.
Another nice jump serve by Mariah Kleich. She's the second leading ace server on the team. Oh, nice try on the deep attack. You can see Ketchum really moving that ball around to the outside, holding the middle blocker when she jumps. Uh-oh, free ball. Let's see what I can do.
They go with the attack, and they get it through as Haley Lyman, the 6-foot sophomore, puts it down. Now with her 9th kill of the state tournament.
Right, she's had a great tournament as an undergraduate, or underclassman, only a sophomore, filling one of those senior spots. There's a nice cutback, and you can see her come across her body there. 6-foot sophomore. Beautiful pass. We'll have to scramble on that. Here's a good transition set.
And West Delaware will get the point. Hard earned at the net. Bridget Hoffman in on the action.
And Carly Ketchum, I think, really impressed so far. She's really running the offense very smoothly. You can see here, nice jump set. She's in the back row, and that quick attack makes it hard for Harlan to get that block up.
Puts on the serve. Frederick now in the front row, and this one, a little long.
Yeah, got the ball a little bit behind her there, and still tried to swing hard. When it's behind your head, you've got to really kind of just ease up a little bit and try a roll shot, but a little bit wide.
What's leads the 4A field in aces with 70 coming in. Just had one ace in the state tournament. And Harlan with a violation, double hit.
Yeah, really tight pass. Those are hard to handle for a setter. And you see they're serving Frederick, making her pass the ball, so it gives her a little more. There she is. They're serving right to her.
Frederick at it, but it was blocked. Ketchum. Carly Ketchum getting it done.
She's really a great front row offensive threat. She's actually one of the leading kill leaders for West Delaware.
Let's go to the Harlan huddle.
Okay, they are mixing it up, so you've got to follow the ball. So push off that outside leg and get there. Back row, we're just standing, okay? This is no different than any game we played all year long. Go after balls. Don't wait for the person beside you to take the ball. You go after it, okay? We need a good pass right now, okay? So Bunny, anything?
Yeah, keep swinging, all right?
Okay. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
That's head coach Angie Spangenberg talking there. You know, she had told us that she welcomed the challenge of replacing 5 all-conference players from last year and an All-American. And a big treat for Harlan to be back here in the state championship game in Class 4A.
Actually, one of the outstanding coaches in Iowa, but also in the country, as last year she was the American Volleyball Coach Association National High School Coach of the Year. Been coaching 23 years in Iowa, the last 5 at Harlan, and before that, Red Oak.
600 wins. She got over that 600 win mark through this season. And this one tipped alive. Here's Frederick. She'll go deep. Nobody home. And Harlan will break the run. A 4-point run put together by the Hawks. 16-9 your score.
A little too much offense for Harlan, but it was a great dig by the libero, Mariah Kleitz, for West Delaware, but couldn't win the rally.
This one hit the top of the net from Hopkins' serve.
Okay.
But no matter, West Delaware now with 10 kills here in this opening set.
So that's what you call a beautiful line shot. Way to listen to your coach. What he told him to do in the timeout. Use that line shot right down the line for a kill. Oh.
Frederick right into Linus's grill, but she handled it.
Carly Ketchum covering the court.
Frederick with the sneak, quick attack. It was set up nicely there by Duval.
So Frederick really is doing a great job moving around. They're having a hard time following her. She's hitting backside, middle, swinging outside to the third position, and trying to keep West Delaware just to a single block so she can work with it. 6 kills for Frederick. And that one, an error. Unusual. She's got a very high hitting efficiency. That's an unusual error. I think she got a little aggressive trying to take that ball over. Liz Kowak on the serve. And that'll be a serving error. That's something that West Delaware doesn't do a whole lot of. You see service errors. You don't see that. Not too much. I mean, despite the fact that they serve very aggressively, they have one of the highest per game ace stats coming into the state tournament, so it's unusual. Some good defense there by the libero for Harlan. Moser back there. Up top, and the crank on line and was handled from the back row. Liberos are showing their mettle out there, digging those balls. And that one dug out by Kleitz again. Well, Moser comes in, one of the top defensive specialists in the state. 499 digs coming into the tournament. Look at Harlan, and Arnfeld will get it across. Let's see where we go here. Ketchum takes it outside. And it was a double hit called against West Delaware. Point to Harlan. Yeah, I think that was, I think she maybe changed her mind in the middle of that set. She had a little 1-2 hit on the set. You got to hit a smooth release on the set. Otherwise, it's a ball handling. And that one's just going to be in. Beautiful spot. Ketchum. The craftiness. She is so good at that. She's got her hands up to set, very deceptive, and at the last minute she turns it into a deep tip for a point. Really heads up play. And again, that serve receive issue is really starting to affect Harlan. When they're not passing the ball because of that tough serve, they can't get Frederick Taylor into the offense. One thing Carly Ketchum said to us yesterday after the semifinals was, yeah, we're here back again, but we're going to be more relaxed. And that she said she was going to go home, get to bed early, and come ready to play at noon. And right now, West Delaware enjoying a 7-point lead. Harlan gets a point here, though. Yeah, West Delaware, I feel like they're a team of destiny. They've been here 4 times as runner-ups, and maybe this is their year. Great defense by both teams. Ketchum from the back row. Duval setting it up. Lyman can't get it to go down. Good dig by Ketchum. Tell you, both teams playing aggressive, even back row attacks. Great rally. And how about Linus? Fantastic.
Beg your pardon, Wegman from the outside.
I tell you, West Delaware is so disciplined in their transition. You can see that shootout set in the middle blocker wasn't able to get out there, so it was a one-on-one for the outside hitter for West Delaware.
Oh, talk about craftiness. How about that at the net by Jessica Duvall, the 5'8" senior, the little flip back.
Duvall said if Ketchum can do it, I can do it too. So a little sneakery there. Again, looked like you're going to set it and just dump it over. Oh, great.
And this one pounded home for West Delaware.
You know, it only starts with that pass by the libero Kleitsch, but a perfect pass and a perfect quick set from, here we go, you can see that quick pass and a great quick set. The hitter's up there to get the ball. It's fantastic. Nice hit by Demmer. Only a freshman.
8-point lead, the largest for West Delaware. Now a serving error will give the opportunity back to the Cyclones here. It's a 7-point game at 22-15.
And a little delay for a substitution here. So they can have a sub up to 18 substitutions during a game. And there's no limit how many times a player can go in and out.
Here's Sydney Craig, who came in now to serve, a specialist.
Tough pass, but a great set to the back row.
Handled nice by West Delaware.
Yeah, you can see West Delaware really has great discipline on defense, getting back into the court to move in, and a great transition to offense. Very disciplined.
Linus. And that one
we're calling a touch.
Was tipped by Harlan, so West Delaware will get the point. 23-15 your score.
And she's the leading scorer, 70 aces coming into the tournament, Jade Putz.
Yeah, 3 service errors, though, against Lewis Central the other day, which was a really big off day. And Frederick put the hammer down.
That was amazing. And again, I think they'll need to do more of that because those quick sets, it's really tough for the block to get out there on the outside. Nice kill by Frederick.
And she's rotated to the front line, which is where she's more aggressive. But speaking of aggressiveness, how about Bridget Hoffman?
Beautiful, and she did this a lot in the semis. A nice, really kind of slide attack where she comes in from the back row or from the backside.
Here's set point. Linus on the serve. And West Delaware will take the opening set, 25-16.
So West Delaware looks pretty poised, and a great win. Get things started here in the 4A final.
West Delaware was in this position a year ago, taking the opening set before Harlan won 3 straight.
So coaches are turning their lineups in and getting ready for set 2.
Well, Carly Ketchum had an opportunity to catch up with her, commented on hard work paying off for her team.
Honestly, at the beginning, we just had a lot to work on because we had a bunch of new people. So we just kept going, and we pushed that through this whole season. And now I feel like we can win it because we've worked so hard in practice. We keep fighting during games, so it feels great. So I think we can win this year.
West Delaware gunning for their first ever state title in volleyball. They've been here a few years before and haven't been able to bring home the hardware. Today in good position, taking the opening set, 25-16.
Yeah, they come out of the WAMAC conference and first in the conference there, and again only 2 losses, both to 5A schools, the champion Ankeny Centennial, and Linmar, another great school coached by Teresa Cahey, formerly of Tripola. So those 2 losses are only blemish on their records this year.
Again, we mentioned West Delaware taking the opening set. In case you missed it in 5A, Ankeny Centennial won back-to-back state titles with their victory over Bettendorf, 3-1. And that was to open up things here in the 25th year that Cedar Rapids has hosted the state volleyball tournament. And, you know, you really can't put on the state volleyball tournament without some fantastic sponsors. And the Iowa High School Girls Athletic Union has that in the Iowa Farm Bureau. And joining us now is John Sambothi. And John, why is the Iowa Farm Bureau involved with girls athletics?
High school sports are kind of that cornerstone for each community, and Iowa Farm Bureau believes that the future of our great state lies in the hands of our youth. So our partnership with the Girls Union going on over 10 years now is a great way for us to give financially to programs, activities, scholarships, and grants to kind of bring in that next generation of student athletes.
Let me ask you this. Why is it important to invest in Iowa's youth today?
We believe that Iowa Farm Bureau believes that we need to be a champion of our youth. Like I said, they're our future of our great state. These are our future leaders of Iowa. So we do programs like giving over $500,000 a year in scholarships, supporting schools for infrastructure support. We give different things for FFA, 4-H, ag in the classroom, and character counts. That way students understand the importance of agriculture and also how to be a good citizen. Farm Bureau believes in cultivating our future generation, the ones that show strong work ethic, attention to detail, the same characteristics shown by our Farm Bureau leaders.
Well, John, thank you so much and keep up the great work.
Thank you for your time.
John Sanbothi joining us here at the U.S. Cellular Center after the first set here in Class 4A, West Delaware with a 25-16 lead as we're about ready to get the second set underway. As the first one went to West Delaware. I mean, talk about your kill attempts. West Delaware, again, very efficient at the line. And their only two losses this year were to Linmar and to Ankeny Centennial. They had they start out with a point here right away in the second set. Sandy, they're 112-8 this year in sets.
Pretty amazing. I mean, they just had a dominant year. Again, some great senior leadership with Carly Ketchum, and the other seniors were Kleitch and Hoffman. They've had a great run this year and looking pretty good so far.
This one dug out nicely by Harlan and Moser. Speaking of digging and fighting, how about West Delaware? Here's Frederick to the ball, back to Frederick.
Oh, nice try. And again, Frederick is using the block there, not quite there in the timing, and so she's smart enough to not swing away, but use the block to get the point.
So we're tied at 1. Harlan will serve with Hopkins.
A beautiful pass and a quick offense there.
And Hopkins will put it over. And look out!
That's probably one of their best offensive threats is the middle blocker drives, holds the middle blocker, and Ketchum shoots it to the back, to the right side of the court, and a great kill by, I believe that was Sorfenden?
Collier,
sorry.
Picked it up. That's her first kill here of this state championship match.
Again, Harlan having trouble with the serve.
And receiving.
Yep.
West Delaware getting it done in the middle with Hoffman.
Again, keys to the game with that aggressive serving, and they're just not getting that ball to the setter, and then allows Harlan to get into rhythm with their quick attack in the middle. That's better pass. Liberos are getting their workout in this game.
And the Hawks on quite a roll now on a 3-point run. Lead at 4-1. This is with Jade Putz serving.
70 aces so far coming into the tournament. And again, they're having trouble with that pass.
And that one will be in. Edged in by Artfeld.
It's a great spot. A little characteristics of West Delaware. They're usually pretty disciplined about covering that back court. They snuck up a little bit and got burned. Again, a nice slide attack.
And again, West Delaware very strong here with Bridget Hoffman.
Yeah, that connection with Hoffman and Carly Ketchum, that backslide is beautiful. They've run that to perfection throughout the tournament. Again, tough serve.
Net violation.
Yeah, it results in a net violation and a double hit there by the setter. Just hard to handle a pass that's not quite in the setting zone.
4-point lead here for West Delaware, and this one will be off to the hands. Holloway tried to get away from it, but could not.
And I think it's a little intimidating here that Harlan usually doesn't have this much trouble, but I think the tough serving is really keeping them off balance.
Linus the serve handled this time. Frederick, little off angle.
Yeah, and that's again a tough pass to set and a little bit out of rhythm here, so need a timeout to regroup.
Let's take a look from the net.
So she tried to use her wrist and snap it down, but was just drifting a little bit too far outside to really bring it in the court.
Let's go to the West Delaware bench and their head coach, Brett Mather.
All right, hey, if I'm the setter right now, I'm throwing a breadbasket shot, okay? Absolutely. Okay, so expect that. Wags, where'd you go on that roll shot? Okay, keep our depth, particularly on a roll shot. Stay back, stay back. As soon as you see it's hit, track it. I mean, a quick track, then we make a choice in and out, okay? We just, I like IGHSAU, and okay, all right, hey, every point, right? Continue every point here. 15 is on the right side, probably getting the ball. Watch the breadbasket, okay? Let's go, ladies.
That's head coach Brett Mather. And how about the year West Delaware's had in fall sports? You take a look at what volleyball is doing here today, playing in the state championship. Last night, the football team lost in the semifinals to Pella, but wow, a lot of success this fall for West Delaware.
I say the Hawks, great athletic program up there. And like we'll see if coach mentioned to watch for a second hit over. That's the red baskets when the setter takes the second ball over, but they're continuing to kill. And again, a little bit late, block didn't get over the net. Good camera angle there. You can see that block has got to get over the net, but the quick offense from Ketchum makes it difficult.
6-point run put together here by West Delaware. 10-2, they have the lead.
Tough serve. Again, they're having that trouble.
They're asking for, deflection, and they got it. West Delaware will get the point.
That shows years of experience. When you've got a tight ball like that, you've got to really push and use the block, and Ketchum did it perfectly for a point. Again, they don't have their strong hitters up in the front.
And that time, could not get it across. Carly Ketchum tried to set up Hoffman, who's been active here.
Yeah, a little bit uncharacteristic, a little bit too low of a set for her to hit it over the net.
And Taylor Frederick will serve. You know, she played much of the season with a jammed ring finger on her right hand. Able to play through that pain-free right now. But 12-3, the pain is starting to be applied here to Harlan, down by 9.
Well, West Delaware is just, you know, they're running such a quick attack. You see the block is late. They're just not up there quick enough to get that contest with the hitter from West Delaware.
Frederick from the back row.
And they're calling a 4-hit. The ball did not clear the net, did not touch a block of West Delaware. This is very uncharacteristic of Harlan to kind of get this far behind. Especially in rally serving, it's really hard to, or rally scoring, it's hard to come back from a large deficit. Livero's getting her work back there.
Well, good teamwork here by West Delaware. Again, very efficient. And this one put across with another attempt from Arkfeld. And it will finally get a side out, Will Harlan.
Another uncharacteristic error from Ketchum. She's just not getting that ball up quick enough on that middle attack and transition.
So Jordan Moser will serve.
She's the top libero in the state, 499 digs. And she kind of got lucky there. She wasn't out that sideline. Luckily, the ball went a little bit wide.
A long way to come back here for Harlan, down by 10. Moser again will serve.
Again, nice outside set. And that line shot, they're covering the line this time.
And Harlan with 3 straight points.
I think West Delaware, a little bit of lapse in their defensive transition. A little bit flat-footed and not covering the court there like they normally do.
Jordan Moser, one of those 2 players Harlan has that has played in so many state championship games.
Again, tough transition. Here's a little bit of a short free ball. Neither team really kind of taking control here. Here we go.
Duval will set it up nicely for Lyman. Harlan making it play to come back into this one. Now down by 6, been down by as many as 10.
Yeah, that's Line is only a sophomore, 6 foot, and she's had a great tournament. She's really, I think, going to be a leader for them here the next couple years. It's kind of a misdirection set there, facing the other way in a back set. Nice set by Duvall.
Frederick will put it up.
She can show she can set the ball too. And again, a little bit low set. Ketchum's got to get those sets up a little higher for the middle attack. They're ready for that second ball that time.
And point goes to Harlan. 13-8, and now a timeout will be taken by West Delaware. So Harlan starting to get back on track after being rattled. We're down by as many as 10, and now have made it a 5-point game. How about Taylor Frederick? You know, you're in the Harlan Community School District. There's a lot of success in athletics, but what is it really like to play for the Cyclones?
We play like all out every time. Like, we know it's not going to be given to us, and we know we have a huge target on our back with Cyclones being written on our back, and we know we have to go out there every game and fight point by point, because we can't take anything for granted, because there's a lot of good teams out there, and being able to be playing for the Cyclones is just the most incredible thing ever.
You know, her mom actually played for Harlan back in the 90s when they were 6-on-6, and her team played at the state tournament. And of course, Taylor going to be playing basketball for the University of South Dakota. And I know she's looking forward to the basketball season as well. But one more game of volleyball here. Her team down by 5. Moser will be on the serve.
Yep, she's been a dominant player the last couple of years, both basketball and volleyball. Will be quite a loss for Harlan, but she's hoping she can finish here with a win in her final season, senior season. Looks like they've got the momentum going back their way.
4-point game, Moser on the serve. And this one blocked back. And it will be a side out for West Delaware.
Like that's but the best play is working for West Delaware, that quick outside set. You can see the blocker is late getting there. The hands are not over the net and not turned into the court. Rolls off out of bounds.
Wegman really forcing the issue there, Sandy.
Exactly. You've really got to seal the block, get your hands over it, just like they did there. West Delaware, great block. Oh, good hustle.
And West Delaware gaining it back with Carly Ketchum here on the serve.
And that was a great block on the right side. They were ready for it.
Serving is Ketchum.
They know they're probably going to be going out to Frederick. They're keeping an eye on her, even in the back row. So great camera shot there of a beautiful U.S. Cellular Center. This is a great venue for volleyball.
And Harlan fighting their way back, hanging around here now, down by 5.
Again, kind of uncharacteristic of letting the ball drop on West Delaware's side. A little sloppy play.
Holloway on the serve. Moser kept it alive.
Boy, great digs out of the back row. Ketchum now in the back row as well. She's got three hitters to go to now as a back row setter.
Hopkins able to keep that one alive.
Neither team really kind of taking charge here. Oh, they cut. Sorry.
And this one, ball handling error called against Harlan. You know, it's kind of interesting, Sandy, you pointed that out because you've got Frederick and Ketchum, really the go-to players for each of these two teams playing on the back row.
They're kind of opposite sides of the rotation and lineup. And Ketchum even tried to do a second ball over, and Harlan was there to cover that. Tight set.
Hopkins gets that one to fall.
Really smart play. She knew she really didn't have a lot of options. It was a really tight set. She couldn't really swing. So a nice little tip, and West Delaware did not adjust their defense to the tip.
And in to serve is Sydney Craig.
Another sophomore for Harlan. They've got a lot of young players on the Harlan team. And there's that transition that Harlan covered.
And a point with a double hit called against Harlan.
She's trying to take that ball over on the second hit, and you've really got to have a clean touch on that, and she just did a little bit of double hit there to push it over.
Leitch will serve for West Delaware. And an ace.
And there they are again. They average about 3 aces a set. A big part of their game is their tough serving.
18-11. The Hawks at one point had a 10-point lead. Harlan charmed that one down to 4. But West Delaware waffle boarded that one away. Back up by 7 and make it 6 as Frederick hammers one home.
She's had 98 blocks on the year, and she can track up number there. And that's really tough from a back row attack to time that block. A beautiful block. Perfect pass. And that works again. That's really their go-to play, that backslide with Ketchum going to Hoffman. It's worked about every time for him. And Putz has been an awesome server. 70 aces on the year.
And this one blocked at the net and will go West Delaware's way.
And again, Carly Ketchum, an experience comes through. When you know you're up there on a tight ball, you got to get the second push, and she timed it just right.
The Hawks flexing their muscles again, have a 20-12 lead. Here's Putz.
They handled that ball pretty well.
Moser trying to dig it and can't get it to stay in. 21-12.
And again, Ketchum really making that happen, pushing the ball way out to the outside. It's tough for that block to get out there and get it. And even though valiant effort, they weren't able to, at least they got a hand on it, but the defense couldn't track it down.
And Harlan, becoming dysfunctional, are now down by 10 again. West Delaware matching their largest lead here in the set.
Looks like a broken record. It's the tough serving of West Delaware that's really keeping Harlan out of their game.
Julia Sorpenton will now come in for Harlan.
Trying to get a little change of pace, slow the rhythm down for Harlan.
And they find Sorpenton right away.
Beautiful pass. Oh, great hustle.
Frederick was set up nice by Duval. We've been hearing and saying that one a lot.
That was a great hit. A little bit low set, but she swung hard enough to get it off the tape and roll in for a kill. Again, that's too easy of a serve. You're going to see West Delaware take advantage of that.
And how about coming through is Bridget Hoffman.
Exactly. There's that 1-2 punch there for Ketchum and Hoffman. But again, it kind of started with an easy serve. You've got to serve tough, otherwise West Delaware is going to take advantage of that.
Sandy, how about the gamesmanship? The way that she's able to move her legs and really throw off the defenders.
Yeah, she's a very seasoned, smart player, that Ketchum.
Moves like a water bug.
Yeah.
Coming across and will throw anybody off, including us.
Exactly. Again, good cover on the second ball over. That's the breadbasket ball that Coach was talking about.
Frederick with the hammer.
But, you know, she's got an amazing quick arm swing and knows the blocker for West Delaware tough getting her hands up there.
Frederick was a member of the All-State Tournament team last year. Now with 66 kills in the state tournament this year, has been a force.
By far the leader in kills in the state tournament. Really the go-to player for Harlan. In that line shot, they covered it well that time.
And that one in. Lexi Holloway able to find the opening.
Only a sophomore, Holloway. And again, West Delaware usually want more discipline, and they're not covering that angle. And she found the open spot there.
And a service error by Harlan, and now we're at set point here for the Hawks.
Unusual. Pollock's only a junior, so West Delaware's got some good kids coming back too. And
this one will go to West Delaware. So the Hawks take a 2-0 lead. They take the second set, 25-15. They'll try to close it out in the third set coming up. Well, now let's join Paul Yeager with highlights from the 2015 Girls State Swimming and Diving Championships.
Let's get in the pool at the Marshalltown YMCA for the Swimming and Diving Championships. We're going to begin with the 200 medley relay. Your lane assignments. Look at the middle. Kennedy in 6, Johnston in 5, Ames in 4, Cedar Falls, the Tigers in lane 3. 4 different swimmers, 4 different strokes. We begin with the backstroke. That's Jaslyn Horace. She's a sophomore and gets off to a great start for the Ames Little Cyclones, looking to get back into championship form in nearly every event. Coming up here, we're going to forward on to Molly Weiner. She's doing the breaststroke. And take a look at this exchange from underneath the exchange zone. Into the pool now is Grace Snyder. She's got the third leg, and then to the fourth leg, it's the freshman, Amy Feddersen. She's going to bring home gold for Ames. What was that like going on the last lap?
I don't know. With this team, I always love anchoring because they always go out and do really well and get really far ahead, so it gives me confidence too, diving in like, we got this.
To the 200 freestyle. Watching lane 4, Alyssa Fluitt from Southeast Polk. Emily Baith is in 3, and in lane 5, Samantha Hedrick. The horn, and they're off. Fluitt, just a natural in the pool. She's had an outstanding high school career during her time at Southeast Polk on the eastern side of Des Moines. She makes the turn and already starting to have separation on that first lap. Just a smooth swimmer. She's already won 4 state titles in her high school career, 2 in this event. She'll swim later in the 500 freestyle. And you can see already opening up a huge lead. Here she comes down the final stretch. Great finish by the swimmer who'll go to the University of Iowa. The favorite part of swimming for you is what?
The enthusiasm. You get like just being at these meets, like everyone's just so into it, and like the coaches are up there like going like at it, and you're just like, it feels really good.
Fluitt finished with a time of 1:47.53. Samantha Hedrick, a senior from Newton Colfax Mingo Pella, was second, and in third, Keely Solner from Storm Lake.
Well, for full races from the 2015 swimming and diving competition in Marshalltown, you can visit IPTV.org/sports to get more of the state championships. Our thanks to Paul Yeager for that. With Sandy Stewart, I'm BJ Shaven here from the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids. You know, West Delaware's been in the state championship before in 03, 04, 06, and 10 and 14, and they have never won a state title in volleyball. Now, they are just a set away, and look, Sandy, at how they've been dominating.
It's really been all West Delaware leading in kills and overwhelming in digs, assists. But look at the service aces. That tells a story right there that West Delaware is serving much tougher. West Delaware is really controlling their destiny with those aggressive serving and really good offensive transition.
So they have swept their way to this position. They've won 10 straight matches coming into the state tournament without losing a set. And they have been rolling right along. Now through the first 2 sets, have a 2-0 lead.
Good hustle there. Again, both liberos of both teams really doing a great job in the back row. Let's see where we go here with the quick set.
That Leitch was able to pitch it forward to Hoffman, but handled by Harlan. Now from the back row, the toss back by Wegman. Frederick, and the dig by Ketchum.
Another good rally. Free ball, let's see what they do. Again, that one-on-one.
Boy, what a pitch over to the side, and hammering that one down was Linus.
Great set by Linus. Again, the isolation with the middle blocker, with the quick hit, and then the quick outside set, one-on-one for the kill. I think that was Linus.
Rarely do you see the pitch go to the way outside and a player rotate around. West Delaware has been really, really good at that here this afternoon.
And Harlan's having a hard time getting Frederick the ball in a good spot. If the sets have been a little too far out or she's been in too early, so they've got to get that timing down with catcher Duvall and or the setter Duvall and Frederick on the outside.
Hopkins.
Again, they have a hard time getting to that middle if the pass isn't up to the setting zone.
And a good dig out of the back row. Can Harlan handle it? They put up a free ball here.
And we'll see where we go with the ball. It's that backslide again.
Bridget Hoffman doing the jitterbug to finally hammer that one home.
Yeah, that Ketchum to Hoffman has been a really good connection on that backslide. Worked about every time for West Delaware.
And Hoffman, one of the seniors on this roster here for West Delaware, told us the mental state of this team is very, very strong.
Yep. And you can see there again, they're having a really difficult time getting the set in a position where Frederick can do anything with it because of that poor pass. So they're really going to have to pick up their passing to get back into the match here. Another tough pass. When it comes down to it, it's about serving and passing.
And the Hawks have jumped out to a 5-0 lead here in the third set. Let's go to West Delaware's bench to hear what they're feeling and seeing out there.
Coming in for a 3, watch coming in possibly for a 2 there. Okay, I'm guessing this setter's going to say heck with this pretty soon. Okay, and get herself involved. Okay, I think we're doing right now a pretty darn good job of getting on her block here, Mo. You're doing a great job of getting off this here. Okay, the other girl's going a lot to off speed, right? So whoever middle back is very important for you to keep our depth. Very important, keep that depth. If, like I said, I was telling you, Lane, if we're off that net and it's kind of a roll shot, they're giving you the 6. And she's kind of going over there, okay? Hey, like I said, you play 1 point. When it's over, you play the next point. Let's go get them, Hawks.
Some basic tips there.
Okay?
I think the setter, like he mentioned, maybe just wanted to take the second ball over since the hitters aren't able to put it down. And they've had difficulty with the off speed, so just for the discipline to stay deep and cover that middle back position, the position 6.
Who's had a nice run here in the state championship match. And Harlan's able to get it with Frederick.
Again, she was in a little early. The setting timing isn't quite on, but she was able to do something with the ball that time.
Sideouts have been tough to come by for Harlan in this. West Delaware's had some major runs.
There's a little bit more tougher serve from Harlan. We got to see more of that.
And that one not being able to dug out. And again, Taylor Frederick coming through again with yet another kill, her 12th here of this championship match.
And, Brenda Hopkins, she is their leading server with aces. So she can bring it. Again, that's a lot better serving that ball tough.
And Hoffman forced the issue at the net.
But with the great ball control, they're still going to run that quick attack, that slide to Hoffman. It's been gold for them.
She has 10 kills here in the title game. Only had 7 in the semis. And Harlan will get it right back here.
And it's one of the seniors out there for West Delaware. He's been here many times as a runner-up and really working well to make this their championship season.
And that one will be in.
Ketchum again taking that second ball over. She's really good at that deceptive set to an attack. There's a good pass.
And Frederick, that's the hammer.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. You get that pass up there to Duvall, she's going to be able to do something with it and get it to Frederick. That's what keys it all, is that great pass, serve, receive.
It's like the sledgehammer.
Yeah, and especially on the right side of the court. That's usually a shorter player outside there, and she's able to use the block. And Harlan having a hard time getting their hands over the net on the block. They got to seal it.
And that one pounded back down by Harlan's Haley Leinen.
They did it that time. A little 6-foot sophomore Leinen timed it just right to push the ball back.
Harlan edging a little closer, 7-5. West Delaware opened up the set. In case you're tuning just back in with a 5-0 lead. 8-5 your score.
Ketchum at the front row with that jump set. They've got to go with her in case she sends it over. It really freezes the block. And again, they're late getting out there. Great set, great decision by Ketchum. With a good pass.
And this one blocked right back down by West Delaware's Lauren Collier.
And really good discipline on the block, not really swinging, but just pushing over the top of the net. West Delaware out again, taking control. And again, that set is just a little bit outside, or the hitters are coming in too quick to really get a good swing at it.
And miscommunication will cost Harlan a point here. 10-5. The Hawks back up by 5.
Yeah, really Harlan is just out of their game right now. Someone's going to step up and really start playing. West Delaware is just in complete control. A lot of confidence, playing real loose. Good defensive cover there. Again, even a pass that makes that setter run, it's tough.
And this one blocked back. And this was outside. Let's take a look at it from up top.
Nice bump set there. And again, the blocker's hands not over the net. Arkfeld, nice use of the block. They call it tooling. She tooled the block for a point. Beautiful back set.
And the Cyclones start to rally back a bit.
Get a couple points, a couple hitting air by West Delaware. Really good serve. That's what happens. You got to serve tough like that. Keep the other team off balance.
And Hopkins into the net. 11-7 your score.
She's had some really good luck today with her topspin serve. It's been really effective. And again, there it is.
I'd say it's been enormously successful. Her second ace here of the title game.
And if you're Harlan, you've got to want to pass this ball. That's really tough, that top spin, but you've got to step in there and pass it. Tough. Some great digs back there by Moser. Either team kind of taking charge here. Oh.
And leaning a little too far towards the net was Harlan.
Again, a little tight pass and a ball handling error. It's tough to handle those tight balls to the net. Duvall doing her best, though.
West Delaware with their largest lead here at 6. And Harlan makes it a 5-point game again.
They've had a lot of luck on the right side of the court, I think, with the attack out there. A little bit shorter blocker for West Delaware, so I think they need to keep going to that right side of the net for Harlan to get back in here. And I think they really got the Harlan defense confused. They were hitting line, the defensive player in front tried to go for the ball, missed it. The back row player not quite ready.
Leitch will serve.
There's a good pass. But a little tight set.
And things really starting to unravel now for Harlan.
Unusual for a two-time defending state champion. They've got a lot of young players out there. Lost some of their key players from last year. Struggling here in the finals.
Well, and this is what West Delaware has done to teams all season.
Yeah, exactly. Just very mature team, a very highly disciplined team. Great defensive positioning. They have great program tradition. And Carly Ketchum, their leader, is just doing a great job running their offense.
And Harlan taking a timeout here. Let's take a look here at Bridget Hoffman. We talked about the gamesmanship, and quite a state championship game she's had, 10 kills. Take a look at how she rotates over and is able to find the openings here. And Sandy, this is all about a player being free-spirited and open-minded, and how do they develop their game?
Exactly. I love this little fun takeoff here. She gets a running start, get those feet moving. And, you know, at this point, she could go either front or back, so it's a cute little backslide and very, very effective. But she's got that move going as a senior. One of the top players for West Delaware. But Ketchum gets her the ball in stride. They have a great 1-2 connection there on that back slide attack.
You don't want to think it would throw off the opponent that much, but you can tell early on with Harlan it did affect them.
A little bit, and kind of gets her spring in the step, gets her feet popping there, and let's see if Harlan can, we've seen some great comebacks in the tournament. Let's see if they've got it in them here to come back.
Down by 8, their largest deficit here in the third set. The largest they've been down in the entire match has been 10.
It's an unusual, Coach Spangenberg's got teams usually ready to play.
And take a look, Bridget Hoffman right on the spot.
And you can see here the coverage, the block over the net. Beautiful block, just pressing over, and a lack to cover the ball on the Harlan side. Beautiful.
And Taylor Frederick putting the charge back into it, her 15th kill.
And that was a backcourt attack. She took off behind the 10-foot line, and now she's back in the front row, so they'll need to do some damage when she's up there.
West Delaware, I think, starting to realize they are in prime position here.
Another quick outside set. Nice save by Sydney Craig. She's only a sophomore. There's the dump, and they covered it. The breadbasket shot. Beautiful camera angle.
And Frederick blocked back. Harlan will keep it alive.
You can see really good discipline by West Delaware with those blockers hands up, and now one-on-one, can she take advantage, but great dig.
And a back row error as Holloway could not get the lift on the ball. 18-9 your score.
And I think we've got some younger players on the Harlan side. First time here, making a few unforced errors. A little bit of pressure, I think, of the state finals. It's a great pass.
And Frederick finding the opening.
And that's what I'm talking about as far as being able to hit in transition. She's got this ball in front of her. It's a beautiful set. And she's going in there and swinging to put the ball down.
Ace.
Exactly. And that's what we need to get Harlan back in the match. She's their top ace server with 33 coming into the state tournament. And again, she's only a junior. Tough serve, but really good pass.
And right away, they find an opening. Does West Delaware? How about Haley Linus?
She's been doing a great job for them, but again, Ketchum seeing jumping and holding that blocker and pushing the ball to the outside hitter. Again, some good court coverage. Good coverage by both teams.
Ketchum again will set it up. But a ball handling error.
Again, kind of a rare double hit for Ketchum. I think again she probably changed her mind mid-set. She was going to go back to Hoffman and tried to swing it out. Got a double hit.
We know for sure Upper Iowa is going to get a very good volleyball player and a good team player in Carly Ketchum.
Exactly. And again, Harlan's block is just not getting over the net. They're going straight up, and West Delaware hitters are really using that block to their advantage to hit the ball out of bounds off their hands.
Frederick.
Beautiful. So she's coming off the right side, but yet crossing in front of the setter for a quick hit. Really nice combination there with Duval and Frederick for a kill.
Serving is Frederick.
So Taylor will serve it here, down by 7 here in the third set. West Delaware took the opening set 25-16, won the second 25-15.
That was a beautiful set by Ketchum. Not too many players can slide down on their knees with the ball dropping, use their hands, and push the ball to the outside hitter. Watch this set. Beautiful. And again, Harlan's block is just not sealing the net.
Ketchum serve.
Some good scramble there. Now Ketchum in the back row. We'll see if she takes the first ball. Someone else has got a set. Beautiful set. if you watch the blockers' hands there for West Delaware, they're doing a great job getting up over the net.
And how about that? Wegman was blocked back, but it was blocked out. 22-13.
She is their leading kill. She's a senior, 5'10". She can taste victory. Great defensive all-around play by West Delaware. Again, that ball a little too far behind them.
And Harlan able to battle back, but this has been West Delaware's day.
They just have had control the whole match. And just a little plug for Coach Spangenberg again, a great program at Harlan. Last year's National Coach of the Year. And there's the serve.
Mosier not ready to give up just yet.
She mentioned the coach for Ankeny Centennial played for her, so she's got some coaching tradition here as well.
And that one's in. Another ace, back-to-back aces here.
Yeah, if anything is getting back, it's going to be their serving. You've got to serve tough to win. Beautiful serve around the line. Having trouble with that.
3 straight aces and puts Harlan back in striking position, down by 5 here in the 3rd set. And a timeout going to be taken here by West Delaware. Let's go to the Harlan Cyclone bench.
So they're outside, so Jeep maybe just a little bit to the left side, okay? All right, get in there. Believe you can. 1 point at a time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Cyclones!
In there
West Delaware.
Okay, if it's a banner, we can't get its wigs. Pipe option. Go here, right? Okay. All right, hey, come on, let's go.
Sandy, you've been in this position before when your team has had a chance to really achieve something, and that would be a state title here for West Delaware. What other advice could you give them down the stretch here?
You know, I think, and this has been Coach Mather's mantra all year, 1 point at a time. You stay in the moment, stay mindful, stay in the moment, play each point, and let the outcome speak for itself, and they've done that really well this year.
Moser with 3 straight aces. Kleitz was able to rotate over, but into the net went West Delaware, so Harlan makes it a 4-point game. They've been down by as many as 10 in this one.
You know, and it's really due to this really tough serving. They're having a hard time getting the ball to catch them. A great defensive play by the libero Moser back there. She's doing a great job serving, playing some defense.
Quick push handled by Duvall. And the quick strike ability there by Lexi Holloway keeps the roll going for Harlan.
A little miscommunication on defense. Usually you don't reach behind you to save a ball. Ketchum should have just released to set and let the back row player handle that. So really Harlan making a really good run here.
5-point run by the Cyclones. Frederick at the net was blocked up. And that is a big side out for West Delaware. Excuse me.
It's okay. Again, great trying to go to her in the back row and didn't even clear the net. So a little bit of a rough night for Frederick. Got that tough jump server back there again. Good coverage by West Delaware.
And now we have arrived at championship point.
Wow.
For West Delaware. And
amazing. Serving
will be Kristen Wegman.
She's got that tough spin. Let's see who can pass it. Great pass.
Ketchum will set it up. Rock back, Ketchum again will do the quick toss, and that will be it!
She did it. Ketchum with the kill.
So West Delaware has done it. They win their first ever state volleyball title as they take down the 2-time defending champ Harlan Cyclones in 3 sets, 25-16, 25-15, and 25-19.
Just an amazing win for West Delaware, and it just followed their season success of just totally dominating teams with aggressive serving, great defensive transition, great discipline, and senior leadership with Ketchum, with Wegman, Kleitsch, and Hoffman really carried the team.
Let's revisit that championship point again here for West Delaware.
Little sneaky Ketchum, thinking she was going to set the ball and taking it right over in the middle, and they weren't ready for it. Beautiful way to end the set and match state championship title. Fitting for Ketchum to get that after her years being here as runner-up.
So West Delaware getting it done here in 3 straight sets. And what a relief for West Delaware. Now their set record now 49-2 for their match record over the year, but their set record at 114-8. And again, they have won 11 straight matches without dropping a set. That's dominance down the stretch.
Definitely, total dominance, and great senior leadership, great program, great tradition there in West Delaware. And they finally get to hold the championship trophy after runner-up 4 years in a row.
And how about Harlan? Going out with grace as a champion, fighting their way all the way back to the state championship game here in Class 4A. A big tip of the cap to the Harlan Cyclones as well.
Yes, and congratulations to Taylor Frederick on a fantastic high school career in volleyball. She'll continue with basketball.
All-tournament team.
Let's go to the all-tournament team presentation.
Members of the Girls Athletic Union Board of Directors: Roger Francis, Sean Seibert, Greg Ebeling, Jim Beamer, and George Tracy. The 2015 Class 4A all-tournament team: Mariah Kleitsch, West Delaware. From Harlan, Jordan Mosier. From Bishop Heelan, Grace Hanno. From Lewis Central, Emily Albertson. From Harlan, Taylor Frederick. From West Delaware, Bridget Hoffman. And the captain of the 4A all-tournament team from West Delaware, Carly Ketchum.
What an all-tournament team. Carly Ketchum named as the captain, and rightfully so, guiding this team here. West Delaware placing 3 members of their squad, Kleitsch and also Bridget Hoffman on the all-tournament team. As you see the list there, Harlan with a couple, Jordan Mosier and Taylor Frederick back on the all-tournament team selection.
Well, Ketchum especially, she's been the heart and soul of this team for the past 3-4 years. Been here in the finals 3 years and now get a state championship. And it's kind of like the quarterback of the team as the setter. As the quarterback goes, the team goes, and she's been a great quarterback for this West Delaware team. And how fitting for her to have the final kill, the final point with that little set over the net.
So if you're keeping track at home, the Class 5A state title championship has gone to Ankeny Centennial, West Delaware here in Class 4A.
The Harlan Cyclones and head coach Angie Sangenberg. And now, your 2015 Class 4A champions, Coach Brett Mather and the Hawks from West Delaware.
So how about that? West Delaware earning the crown after being here so many times before and coming up empty-handed. The 6th time was the charm. Go ahead and celebrate, West Delaware.
They brought, I think the whole town's out here. The whole school came along to cheer. You love to see the fans in the stands.
Reception at your
So that's Ankeny Centennial winning the 5A crown. 4A crown going to West Delaware. Coming up next, it'll be Nevada and West Liberty. Ooh, what a tasty mid-afternoon treat that will be. Coming up next here on Iowa Public Television.
Funding for the Iowa Girls High School Volleyball Championships is provided by...
The path to greatness starts early. The Iowa Farm Bureau believes in Iowa's youth and their pursuit of greatness. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Each student's effort is important, and when one rises, we all rise to a better Iowa.
Fairway, along with Nabisco, Wells Blue Bunny, and Frito-Lay, is a proud sponsor of the 2015 Iowa Girls High School Sports Championships. We congratulate all the schools and student athletes participating in this year's Girls High School State Volleyball Championships. Fairway, proud to care for the places we work and live.
By Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialist, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
Mid-American Energy, diversifying the ways we generate electricity by investing in wind generation capacity in Iowa. Information is available at midamericanenergy.com. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.